We're back in another tournament, and you know what? By golly, I'm. You know what? The singles tournaments have been weird for me.
I'm back. Yeah, like Javi alluded to, this is the second time we've played.
Last time I played against Payson, he nearly beat me, but he was not really focusing on fandom and was drunk.
I was going through some shit during that last match, and I was doing some bits that I will never do again.
If I'm the 13th seed, I make it all the way to the semifinals. If it's anything other than that, I don't. And that's a bummer. And I'm not the 13th seed. This is an 8 seed tournament.
But genuinely, I'm really excited to play Javi. I've been having more fun playing in Fandom this year than I think I ever have.
Additionally, it's also 1 year semifinal, next year really early exit. Next year, semifinal.
But genuinely, like, he gets so down on himself. Javi is so good, and like, I genuinely root for him more than maybe any other player in this league.
Now it's the really early exit, so I can't really do that. But this should be fun. I'm really scared for what Payson's going to do in a matter of seconds. So let's get this going. I've also got a cool board. You'll see it soon.
And so I'll just keep this short. Javi, I'm excited for both of us to play. I wish you good luck, because genuinely every single time I see you play, and every time I talk to you as a friend, to quote the great Nick Carly, you just make me want to say, let's play.
Hello there.
Was that Nick Carly?
Welcome to the Alpha Tournament.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Welcome to Fandom Fights. My name is Tim. That is Nicholas. Very excited about this one. Number 4 seed, the Cinemaster, Payson Johnson, is going up against the number 5 seed, Javi. I'm looking forward to it. I really like both these guys. I consider both these guys very good friends. I think they're really fun to hang out with, talk to, play trivia with. They're also very good at this game.
Yes.
Payson said that Javi puts himself down. I think Payson does a little bit of the same to himself, but they're both very good. They have both been in number 1 contender matches this year. Nick, crazy shit. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I was going to say this is the Alpha Tournament, the best of the best, the elite. And even if the players don't believe they are that, shut up. You don't know. I know. We decide.
Oh, yeah. This is the first match of the tournament. Woo!
This is the first match of the Alpha Tournament. So, Javi, you are 1 away from the semifinals because we're starting in the quarterfinals. And yes, Tim, you said it. The last time we saw both of these players, they were on the losing side, but the losing side of a number 1 contender match. Javi officially hasn't played at all this year, actually, if you look at it. But still, Javi finished second in his triple threat contender match. Payson lost to Igor in his contender match. They both find themselves in the tournament trying to make it back. I would consider them some of the underdogs of the tournament, mostly because when you think of the elite, I think these two got here more recently than some of the other people in the tournament, got to this group of elite players. But it's that new X factor that both of them have that could throw off all the veterans that are in the tournament. So I'm excited. It just depends on which one moves forward from today.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get into it, starting with round number 1. Nick, how's it going to work?
Round number 1 is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Javi showed me that already. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Is that a Lego from every category in fandom? I fucking love you, dude. All right, let's do it. Hit it off, Nick.
First question will come in the category of Marvel. Which Marvel film opens with the main villain being awakened at a temple in the Syrian desert?
You a fan of the desert?
Yeah. Ice cream, pie. Not all kinds of pie. Cake on occasion. Cupcakes for sure.
I like cupcakes more than cake. 5.
Well, yeah.
4, 3.
As long as it's a lot of cupcakes that like make up a cake.
Hands down. Let's go to Javi.
It's like Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
And Payson.
I went with X-Men Apocalypse.
That's my second guess.
Both incorrect. You're looking for Blade Trinity.
Classic.
Trinity. Your next question is coming in the category of Disney animation. Whose birthday is being celebrated at the beginning of the Three Caballeros?
That's him. You are fluent.
Yes, we've talked about this recently.
You
Or
do the
future.
subtitles for the Spanish speakers.
Yeah.
What could you translate? Caballeros?
Yes. The 3, 5. 2. I'll get to it. Pens down.
Okay.
Let's go to Payson.
I went with Donald's.
And Javi.
In Spain, we call it Los Tres Gentlemen. Donald Duck's birthday.
Donald Duck is correct. Your next question is coming from Nick.
It's in the category of horror icons. In A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, 5, The Dream Child. It is revealed that Amanda Kruger worked at Weston Hills during what decade?
4.
In a decade.
You think that board is heavy, Nick?
It is. I did not estimate this.
Besides the weight, I was more thinking of his hands. It's got to be uncomfortable because he can't
I can't. I realize this way too late.
It's still dope. That's great.
No throwing that when you lose.
Not well.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
That's
5,
not me. But
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Javi
said the 1950s.
and Payson.
Shout out to the Great Depression. I put the 1930s.
In the middle, 1940s. Also, shout out to the Great Depression, apparently. Your next question is coming in the category. It's the category of Galaxy Quests. Your question is, who directed Return of the Jedi? Nick, we were once asked this question. Do you remember that moment?
Mm-hmm.
That was our first match, right?
No.
Was it the second?
This is
Yeah.
Javi, this is fun. You know exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I get it.
5, 4, 3, 2. Everyone has a story about this question. 1. Pens down. Let's go to Payson.
Me and Javi were asked this question in our first match together, and I got it wrong because I forgot an N. Richard Marquand.
And Javi.
Right.
Richard Marquand.
Interesting.
Right.
2-2. That is correct. Wow, the lore. All right, guys. What's next?
Next question comes in the category of mixed bag.
Ugh.
Question is, name both fandom films that feature a character played by Anne Hathaway being involved in the theft of a necklace.
Oh, I know this. This is fun. Really? That got you?
It's like every trivia player ever. Ooh.
It's every new rookie that we forced to play this year. We'd be like, who is Iron Man? And they're like, I know this. This is fun.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Javi
Dark Knight Rises and Ocean's 8.
and Payson.
Yeah, I forgot an apostrophe, but Dark Knight Rises and Ocean's 8.
The Dark Knight Rises and Ocean's 8 is correct. 3-3.
Wait, hold on. Are there 8 oceans or is there 8 oceans? No, I'm just kidding.
Up to you. Let's have this discussion.
All right, guys. Your next question is in the category of the MCU. Who kills Pyro in Deadpool and Wolverine? Nick the Macaw has appeared. What's up, Macaw? You're going to bed. I thought we were going to clean Bucky's ears.
Ew.
He's passed out. Will he be okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick, can you get answers so I can say goodnight to my wife?
Javi.
Said Cassandra Nova.
Payson.
Gambit.
Cassandra Nova is the correct answer. So Javi will take the first lead of the match.
4-3, right, Nick?
Yep.
Okay. What's next?
Next question comes in the category of criminal underworld. In Fate of the Furious, it is revealed that Hobbs coaches a team that plays what sport?
This movie sucks.
I've seen it once.
I think I've seen this movie like 3 times.
Pretty on par with all the ones that surround it.
3,
Maybe 3.
2,
3 times.
1. Pens down. The one before it is good. Let's go to Javi.
The 3 before it are good. Soccer.
Well, yeah. And Payson.
Yeah, I'm emphasizing this for Joe Fairley. Soccer!
I think Joe wrote the question because our answer says football and then in parentheses, soccer, you heathens.
God, I hate you.
So 5-4 is the score. Your next question is in the category of American Spies. In Clear and Present Danger, a character with what specific profession uses the phrase clear and present danger? Good question. Was this also a Joe Fairley joint?
Full round, Tim.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Thank you. 5, 4.
There's still bread cooking in my house. And that doesn't make sense to you all watching, but it will.
I do love bread. Let's go to Payson.
Is it the President of the United States?
And Javi.
President of the United States.
That is correct. 6-5. What's next, Nick?
Your penultimate question comes in the category of Pixar. Who voices Luca's Uncle Ugo in Luca?
I just remembered. Shit. So I have a book of lithographs from Disney. And you know what that means? Do you know what a lithograph is? Okay.
Yeah.
So Ellie was sitting down here playing with it earlier, and there's one from Luca. And I could not, for the life of me, remember the name of the other boy in the movie. And Ellie was just pointing at him, going,
Tim.
I'm not going to say it.
Tim. I don't know what a lithograph is.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry.
Pens down. You lied to me. Let's go to Javi
Sacha Baron Cohen.
and Payson.
At least I didn't erase the wrong answer. Stanley Tucci.
Sacha Baron Cohen is correct. 7-5. Your final question in this round is in the category of sci-fi icons. Which sci-fi icon's character has, throughout the course of their films, been punched in a diner, been forced to wax a car, and spiked a punch bowl with alcohol? Javi went blue.
Oh, fuck.
No, he's not blue.
We're good.
Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
Payson already made that joke.
Oh, really? Sorry.
Yes.
It's unmuted.
You were off talking to Anna.
Huh. There are no
That'll
good
never
characters
happen
on
again.
this.
'Cause
That's
we're
weird.
done forever.
Pens down. Let's go to Payson
Dick Tannen.
and Javi.
Biff Tannen.
Biff Tannen is correct. So great round one for both players. Javi's in the lead by 2, 8-6. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. All three repeats and challenge intact for both players. Let's move to round 2. Nick, how's it going to work?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 Phantom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like it, they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep it. They spin the second time. They get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like to check down a multiple choice, at which point it'll only be worth 1, but be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Tim, what's on the wheel today?
On the wheel today, which is brought to you by Alexa with Disney Princess. Oh, still Alexa. Your categories are Marvel, horror icons, DC, MCU, Wizarding World, sci-fi icons, mixed bag, and Jimmy B, James Bond. Javi, you're in the lead. You want to spin or defer?
I do this a lot because I can't make decisions on my own. Payson, what do you think I should do? What do you want, actually? Not even.
I genuinely love spinning first.
You can go first then, buddy.
Thank you, man. I love that.
All right, this is Payson's spin. It lands on DC.
Dang it.
Yeah, because I'm facing Javi, I will spin again.
All right. This is what you're going to be stuck with, Payson. For fuck's sake, it's the Wizarding World. All right, that's the third time tonight. All right.
Retire this category like next week, just so you know.
All right.
I genuinely stop picking it. Like I'm.
No, you're
You
fine.
landed on it. Oh, no. Oh, I see what you No, please keep picking it. But yes.
Okay.
Tim, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Payson, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of the Wizarding World that you prepare for them.
Let's go.
Your first question. Which Wizarding World film features a student angry with Harry because his mother almost didn't let him return to Hogwarts?
I'll go multiple.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Goblet of Fire, B, Order of the Phoenix, C, Half-Blood Prince, or D, Prisoner of Azkaban?
Let's see if I should have shot for 2. Order of the Phoenix.
That is correct for 1 point.
Trust you.
Your second question. Which Wizarding World character is played by Richard Coyle?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Hagrid, B, Aragog, C, Aberforth, or D, Greyback?
D, Greyback.
That is incorrect. Javi, chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Hagrid, B, Aragog, C, Aberforth, or D, Greyback.
Oh, is it young Aberforth? Final answer?
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
It's the only name I couldn't remember, but that was like, oh, young.
Payson, your third question.
Yes.
What is the name of the school that Queenie says her and Tina went to in Fantastic Beasts, and where to find them?
Ilvermorny.
That is correct for 2 points.
And she says it like that.
She does indeed. Payson, your penultimate question. What position does Ron play on the Quidditch team in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince?
Keeper.
That is correct for 2 points.
I'm trying to look straight with everything that happened this year.
And Payson, your final question. What is the name of the vehicle that Harry takes to the Leaky Cauldron in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban?
I believe Chapter 2 of Prisoner of Azkaban is called The Night Bus.
And that is correct for 2 more points in the end of Payson's round 2.
All I heard is I believe chat, and I was like, I know exactly what he's gonna say. So Payson gets his total up to 13, but with the steal, Javi's at 9. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, we'll bring back the wheel. This will be the spin for Mr. Madan. It lands on sci-fi icons.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's pray.
Javi, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of sci-fi icons. Are you ready?
This might have been a misstep, but we'll see. Yeah, sure.
Your first question. Which sci-fi icon's film features the characters Tiffany, Sati, Thomas, and Bugs?
The Matrix Resurrections.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay. Resurrections. I was.
Your second question. Who composed the score for Back to the Future?
Alan Silvestri.
That is correct for 2 points.
I thought it would be like a Frozen Empire sort of thing.
No, we did that already. All right, your next question, Javi. What job do Orion Pax and D16 have in Iacon City at the beginning of Transformers 1?
They're minors.
That is correct for 2 points. And the lead?
Okay, we know how old they are, but what is their job? Thank you.
I don't get the joke. What?
Never mind.
Okay. All right. In Ghostbusters Afterlife, Mr. Gruberson teaches what subject in summer school?
Yeah, I need to revisit. I'll go multiple.
All right, your options are A, math, B, history, C, art, or D, science.
Science.
That is correct.
Okay, dang it. I thought you needed more specific than that.
I just got the minors thing, but go on.
Thank you, Nick.
Oh, minors. Okay, all right, okay. And your final question. What decade does the film Terminator Dark Fate open in?
Yikes. Hit these decade questions. I mean, I can't blame you. They're just regular questions.
No, that's not right.
I'll go multiple. Yeah, might as well.
All right, your options are A, the 1980s, B, the 1990s, C, the 2010s, or D, the 2020s.
The 2020s.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Payson chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, the 1980s, B, the 1990s, C, the 2010s, or D, the 2020s?
I believe it is the 1990s.
It is the 1990s.
Yeah. Because John Connor really.
So I was proud of that question. Anyway, so
it's a better question now that I think about it.
At the end of round number 2, Javi is in the lead still. He gets his total up to 16. With that steal, though, Payson is at 14. So very close game.
Pretty good,
Is that what you have, Nick?
Yeah, I could have skipped that round.
Oh yeah, what the hell? Let's go into round number 3. How's it going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Once the players through the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. To get the question correct, they will gain those points. If you get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we've reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
Nope.
No, good luck, buddy.
Go, Tim.
First category is American Spies. Let's get bets, starting with Mr. Johnson.
I've seen enough of these. I'm going to go 1.
All right, and Javi.
I want to go 2.
All right. Question is Donna Murphy, Corey Stoll, and Michael Chernus appear in which American Spies film? I almost died there on Chernus. It might be time for Tim to get some glasses. Staring at these friggin' computers all day.
Same. Like, actually.
Yeah, because you worked all day at home and then you did this all
I've
night.
been sitting in this chair for quite some time.
Yeah. 5, 4.
I'll repeat.
All right, that's going to be the first repeat for Payson. Your question again. Donna Murphy, Corey Stoll, and Michael Chernus appear in which American Spies film?
You ever churnus the butter?
No. Though I made steaks the other night, and I melted butter and put butter on them, and then I burnt the steaks, but it wasn't my fault. Ellie fell, and so I had to care for her.
You stole them?
Oh, stop! No. 4, 3.
Murphy.
Well, pens down. Let's go to Javi.
I couldn't remember any of these names, and then all of them came to me. I think it's Born Legacy.
And Payson.
That didn't sound familiar, so I put the one movie in this category I haven't seen, The Bourne Legacy.
Born Legacy is correct. So Payson bet 1, he goes up to 15. Javi bet 2, he goes up to 18. 4 categories remaining. Nick, what's next?
Next category we have points on is the Wizarding World.
Let's get bets, starting with Javi.
1.
And Payson.
2.
Okay. Nick, what's the question?
Your question is, who demands that Lupin answer a question to prove he is not an imposter after arriving at the burrow in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1?
Part 1. So anyway, Ellie decided it would be fun to jump off the deck.
Did she agree that it was fun?
No, very upset. That's why my steaks burned.
But that just sounds fun, though.
Well, it was 3 steps, but she's quite small. So she kind of like jumped and then like rolled, and then she has a little scrape on her eye. So the next morning at church, my mother-in-law was like, "What happened?" I'm like, "You should see the other guy."
So she's a
Repeat the
gymnast.
question.
All right, that's going to be the first repeat for Javi.
Question again. Who demands that Lupin answer a question to prove he is not an imposter after arriving at the burrow in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1?
First name, last name, or both?
That's correct.
Cool.
Yeah, she's quite the little daredevil, but she didn't think that one through, and was not happy. So she had a big scrape.
She can't be born again.
Whoa.
What?
Daredevil?
Oh, yeah, no, she cannot.
Is she the woman without fear?
Was her fall as bad as that show?
The show's good.
You told me you didn't finish it.
I have 1 episode left.
Great. One would think you'd finish a thing before commenting on its quality.
One would think you'd watched it at all, Nick.
Yeah.
Repeat the question.
All right, second repeat for Javi.
Question again. Who demands that Lupin answer a question to prove he is not an imposter after arriving at the burrow in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1?
You are the only person well, that's not true, but it just for dramatic effect. You're the only person I know that would sit there and tell me, "Ooh, Tim, before you say something's good, you should probably watch the last episode." Who hasn't seen any of it?
Absolutely not. That is just a thing that should happen.
No, I'm saying that you said it was bad.
Well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's
Actually, no, and I was just a question. I just asked if her fall was as bad as that show.
Oh, see, this is why
Very careful with my words, Timothy.
You should debate again. You're so good.
Ah, God, no.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Javi on this one.
Shouldn't have. I said Moody, but is he dead?
I think he's dead.
And Payson.
Yeah.
Kingsley
Yeah.
is correct. And Nick, if I'm not mistaken, we have a tie game.
game.
17 all. 3 questions remaining. Your next category is DC.
Yep. Cool. Glad I wrote that too already.
Let's get bets, starting with Payson.
I'm going to go big or go home, too.
All right, and Javi.
0. No, I'm just kidding.
You just scared the shit out of Payson.
I
All
know.
right, your question in the category of DC. In Superman 2, after arriving on Earth, Ursa first uses her newly found laser vision to kill what kind of animal? Nick, I'm scared.
Scared?
I put a really
You should
stupid.
be the man without fear, who's I hear is in a bad TV show right now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Payson. Let's go to you.
Yeah, there's a Pokemon called Ursa Ring, so I put bear because it's a bear Pokemon.
And Javi.
To Snake.
Oh,
Snake is correct. 19-15. 2 questions remaining. Nick, what is the next category?
Next category with points on is horror icons.
well, congrats, man.
Let's get bets, starting with Javi
Never have I been more glad to be in the lead. 0.
and Payson.
2.
Okay, here's the sitch. If Payson hits, we move on. If Payson misses, Javi wins the match. Nick, what's the question?
Question is, what is Maggie's real first name she was given at birth in Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare?
When was your last nightmare?
At all times, I'm just living it.
It's fair.
Well, maybe it's a callback. I'll repeat it.
3. All right, that's your second repeat.
Question again. What is Maggie's real first name she was given at birth in Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare?
No, it's not going to be that.
Nick, I'm scared.
As am I, at all times, because of this nightmare I'm living.
Sure.
5,
Sacred reference.
3,
Thank you.
2, 1. Pens down. Your references, bro. Javi, let's go to you.
Diane.
And Payson.
Allison.
And your winner, Javi Madan. The answer was Catherine. Catherine was the answer. Nick, thoughts on the match?
Great match.
Yeah.
2 great players. And I will say that about Payson in every match going forward. He's an absolutely great player, deserved to make it to a contender match, deserved to be the number 4 seed in this tournament. I'm excited to see where he goes next. I think he's got the capability of beating some real big names. So I'm excited to see if he can do that in the future. But Javi is the story here. After a rough, shaky start at the beginning, mired with controversy, and just like Javi had a chance at the title and saw it slip through his fingers. This is a great bounce back for him. He's going to need just a little bit more to make it through this tournament and win, but I think he's got that capability. So I'm excited to see him. I think he's a dark horse pick to go all the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go talk to the players, see how they're feeling in the post-match interviews.
Payson Johnson, unfortunately not your win today, but the score doesn't quite reflect how close it was, making it to the second to last question. If that you throw 2 on that American Spies question, maybe it forces Javi to throw 2 on Wizarding World. Now we're in a whole different place. And that's just the way it goes. DC fell in his category, but the fact that it was so close tells me that just 1 or 2 different things, and you would have beaten a very high caliber player in the form of Javi, which I believe makes you a high caliber player yourself. Would you agree?
I would. All credit to Javi. He played an amazing game. I feel pretty good about this game. Like, the one thing I would have done is I wish I would have just shot for 2 on that Order of the Phoenix question, because that was the first one that came to my head, and I was like, it makes sense in the plot line, but let's just check down just to be safe. Other than that, yeah, I wish I could have bet 2 on that American Spies question. I saw DC and I was like, I gotta match him. I'm someone like, my greatest strength and greatest weakness as a fandom player is I don't like to let my players get a lead, so I like to match them in any way I can. So if I gotta go 2, I gotta go 2, and DC is a category where it's feast or famine for me, and it just ended up being famine. And yeah, congrats to Javi. Much more proud of this game than I was of the last game for a multitude of reasons, but yeah, I wish him all the luck in this tournament.
Well, Payson, as a contender in this alpha tournament, you are one of the elite players, and we are granting the people who lose in round 1 a sort of second shot. Essentially, you'll be part of the next title picture as well for Act 4, which would make you part of 3 in a row, which is
I'll take it.
going up against someone else who loses in round 1 of this alpha tournament. Knowing the other people who are in it, is there anyone you want to play? Is there anyone you hope maybe gets upset so you can prove yourself against? What are you thinking?
It's the alpha tournament, so everyone kind of scares me. I feel a little bit like an outlier, but okay, I'll stop doing that. You know what?
It hasn't. This is the first match of the alpha tournament.
Then you know what? I'll play anyone, Nick.
Sounds great. Payson, congrats on a match well played. We'll see you real soon.
Thank you so much, Nick.
Here with our winner, Javi Madan, first winner of the alpha tournament, moving on to round 2, and an upset, if I do say so myself. It's not following the pattern, which is good. You've broken the pattern. You've made it to the semifinals officially.
Yes.
You've done it upsetting again. I feel like you do that when you are the lower seed playing a higher seed, which is good because we put you in a situation where even though you are literally ranked in the top 5, you are playing seeds that are higher than you. So is that good? Did Payson worry you at all going into this? Or what's the deal?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a superstitious person, but I am a little stitious. I don't think like, oh, the pattern is gonna happen. But there's a part of me that's just like, if I don't shake this, maybe superstition is a bit real, or like luck, or like a certain type of fate or something. I don't know. Payson did scare. Payson is a good player. Payson talks down on himself almost as much as me, and I gotta respect that, honestly, as a fellow talk downer. It's a good time though. He's genuinely, because listen, I don't want to spoil the strengths, but he's been doing this a lot where he plays mixed bag as his category, and I'm just like, screw you, man. I can't prep that. Like, so, but that's just because he's like, he may not be like, this is my category lockdown, but he's seen a lot of categories. So like that benefits him more than it benefits me. So that's why I was like, yeah, I got to take sci-fi icons, which ended up being like, you know what? I did just as well as he did in Wizarding World. And that's something he really likes. So I'll take it. And also, screw the Wizarding World, man. It's getting too deep. I don't like it. I do owe it a rewatch. I feel like I do it every like 16 months or whatever, but still, that's a lot. That's a lot of times to rewatch the same movies, I reckon. I think it's because it's a shorter watch, but it's deeper. So anyway.
Yeah.
I knew that. I don't know why I said that.
No, I feel you on every level, Javi. But you are moving forward with this win today. You're moving on to the semifinals, round 2 of this alpha tournament. You will have quite a match quite your hands full ahead of you, no matter who it is. So you're going up against either the number 8 seed Kaiser Wang or the number 1 seed Joe Fairley. If Kaiser upset Joe, that makes Kaiser dangerous, and if Joe won, Joe's already dangerous. So either way, you've got some tough roads ahead. Are you ready for it?
No.
Great.
No. Kaiser's scary. Joe is obviously scary. I say Kaiser is scary and Joe is obviously scary because Joe is obviously scary, and Kaiser he should be obviously scary, but then it's just like he's just had such bad luck sometimes that I just like, hopefully that keeps going.
The whole point of this tournament is that we essentially got 8 people who all have a good shot at winning this whole thing. So
yeah, I know.
I don't know that upsets will necessarily be a thing in throughout this tournament. But yeah, regardless, I think you've got the stuff. Like I said, I think you're a dark horse to take this all the way.
Blue, maybe.
Do you disagree?
Yeah, blue horse, maybe. I don't know.
Fantastic. Blue horse indeed. Javi, congratulations on the win today. We'll see you in round 2.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Thank you to Javi and Payson for making this an excellent first match in the tournament. Got more matches coming out in both the Omega and the Alpha tournament, so be sure to check all of those out. Thank you to Nick for writing. I've been Tim. We'll see you guys next time with another great match. Till then,